Hello everyone, and welcome back to Troa00F Plays Final Fantasy VII Remake. And this is Troa00S. I really already said that. Hold on, I'm gonna have to... I always have to wind up jacking the brightness up on these. I'm trying to talk right now because I am going to have to turn the music off. Oh, how I wish. That's so we can do that. Okay, for the sake of it, the music's gonna have to get muted. I don't feel like getting copyrighted, and we're gonna hope the SF doesn't flag me. If it does, I'll have to redo this. Let's dive in. Yeah, we're gonna do easy mode. I am not, just to get my foot in the door here, I am not a big fan of real-time strategy RPGs. I prefer the old turn-based one, and I love Final Fantasy VII to death, so... this music would be beautiful if you could actually hear it. But I don't want to get flagged, so we're not going to do that, unfortunately. Which is a disservice to this game outright. I'll say that one outright. Like, I'm pretty certain that this will get flagged if I do the music. And again, I hate that because all Final Fantasy games are amazing in their music. And I don't know how anal Square is about this. So, a little backstory because we can't hear anything. Final Fantasy VII is one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Possibly one of the biggest ones I ever got into. I'm an old school fan of the original. I physically own the copy of it. I played it back during high school. Final Fantasy VII is not my first game to this, honestly. My very first Final Fantasy game, just to give you a little bit of knowledge, was not any of the older ones. My actual first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy X. Yes, that was my first. So you could see where problems kind of arose right off the bat there. 10's not a bad game overarchingly, but it's not great. And I didn't care enough to play the sequels, just in case you're asking. But 7 was the second game I played. And by the way, that was my second time I've ever... 10 was like the first time I'd ever played an RPG, and this would be my second time. Yeah, I really want to fix the music thing. This is bugging the shit out of me. Square is known for making great music, whether it be Kingdom Hearts or the Final Fantasy universe. This being completely silent is just wrong. But, you know what? Anyways, back to it. 10's a great game. I think you should play it. If there's anything they needed to fix about it, I did never play the remakes of it, But I hope to God they fix the sphere grid system because that was the one thing that sucked balls in that game. And the live action parts of the gameplay and stuff that are in this game are is because, well, I think they started using that.
Get down here, Merc.
Halt! Who goes there?
You're up.
You're coming with us. Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Not bad.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead. It's over. Enough of this. That's that. That it?
Drop the weapon!
You got this.
Yeah, what'd he say?
You're coming with us!
Can't get surrounded. See ya. Get ready. That'll do. No holding back. It's over. See ya. Was never in doubt.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Real joy to work with, though.
Real joy to look at, too.
Here we go.
Looks are what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Or even the same...
Give it a rest.
You'll keep us safe, right, Cloud? Wow, they've almost got the door. We're doing this. We're really doing it. Man, I think I'm gonna be sick. You'll keep us safe, right, Cloud?
Maybe that's an aspect later. Anyways, my point was that because I rented games all the time, if you guys ever played rentals back in the day, there weren't, you had to rent them from the stores, and what often happened is people would steal the guidebooks in these games. because back then there was no such thing as the internet, and the only way you got, you know, the fatalities or moves of things was you either memorized it, or you got it from a book or wrote it down. So people would often just steal the books that were inside the little instruction manuals that were inside the game boxes. So having grown up with that as a mentality, the way I learned how to play games 90% of the time was start off the game, press every single button on the controller, see what it does. Then try a combination of them. Hold down one button and then move to be able to see if you can run Super Mario Brothers. Press these what jumps. Press something that makes you jump. Press something that makes you run. Again, Mario. And really, most games were modeled on the Mario mechanics in the first place, because Mario just dominated the marketplace in the 90s, because Nintendo was on top of the 80s and 90s. But this is also how I also played fighting games.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
Don't bring Stan Lee into this. Don't bring up the term true believer. He's not a part of the Square Enix universe. At least I don't think he is.
Wedge. You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
Honestly, the and title sequence. I looked at that one. Yeah, it's gonna look really awesome. Anyways, I hate it when cameras orient you looking the wrong damn way, so you immediately walk through the door you just came out of. But yeah, growing up in the 80s and 90s, pressing buttons was kind of... Can I just walk down a flight of stairs? God damn it. That is an actually useful thing. R3 to lock on, press R3 to unlock, and then you switch.
Get him, boy!
Guess you're first. Enough. That's that.
Hey!
Looks like you're next. Not bad.
Basically these, as you can see, that one does more damage, but you can't really roll with it. And I'm not doing much for, I'm not really losing any health. I don't know if leveling up actually heals you. But a lot of the games I played growing up, honestly, platformers, puzzle platformers, and fighting games were the bread and butter of the 80s and 90s. So pressing buttons to let them figure out what you did, which is all the rage back then. And again, if you had like Nintendo Power, if you knew friends on a, if you knew friends who had Nintendo Power or something like it, an old magazine that Nintendo used to publish, you might know how to be able to do something like fatalities.
Let's do this. Enough. It's over. That it?
No, I got hit with a grenade. I couldn't switch out of that. Problem, like I said, the problem is I can't get out of that move. But you almost need it, at least at first, to be able to destroy the dogs. But again, early point of the thing, you hadn't played a lot of games. And be able to figure out what every button does was just a luxury that you didn't have. Trying to figure out button techniques and stuff, because again, fighting games were massively popular when I was a kid. You kind of needed to know that because, well, if you ever played a fighting game, you really can't get away with just button that. You can't get away with having special moves of some kind. Not on.
Not so fast. We've got company.
Because back then, at least.
Job's a job.
Took care of the people who could actually.
No holding back. See ya. Enough. Nothing to it.
Because also back then in the 80s and 90s, there was no such thing as, say, I might need to use a potion. There was no such thing as easy mode or tutorials for most games. So you either learned the controls or you got rocked. And games of that era, again, just look at the angry video game nerd, were notoriously cheap. So you had to learn how to play the games in order to beat them. So I never understood why people were surprised that Souls games took off. Like, for the 80s and 90s,
There's one! Get him!
we grew up with an entire generation, essentially, of masochists.
Was never in doubt.
For the 80s and 90s, we were kids that were taught that a game was going to hand our asses to us. There was no such thing as checkpoints for most of them. There was no save stations. And there was a stupid live system. Lose 5 or 10 lives, and then you just had to start all over again. And we were told to like it. So, is it any surprise to me that the Souls games are popular? That is just what punishing difficulty is. Souls games are just, well, modern day, old school gaming. Which I think was the first real attempt on that one, was probably the Ninja Gaiden remakes in the for absurd difficulty. Was probably from the Xbox era.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Can we just have crawling in my head blaring every time Cloud grips his head? Or crawling in my skin? Sorry, Linkin Park.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon. Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
Really? They only gave you one line of dialogue?
I'm watching you. I'm watching you.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! Well, wait! It's over!
That's my line.
There are so... Now see, this is actually
He's alone!
something
We can take it! Make it rain!
a good option, because
See ya.
that lets me actually access it long before I got there because I knew what it was. I really hate the fact I have to keep turning this on and off.
Let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
Jess is already crushing on me. And we will talk. What I want to also bring up is probably any costume changes that changed from game to game. So far, we have a perfect remake of what the characters are actually originally wearing.
Well,
Barrett's wearing what he's supposed to be wearing.
Simmer down, hotshot.
Cloud's wearing what he is iconically wearing. No, Kingdom Hearts fans, he doesn't always just wear that thing. That's what happens when you do the fusion dance between him and Vincent. Nah, I take that back. That's not accurate.
I got this.
It'd be Katara earrings. Only, you know, without the retcon that Super made, where they, you know, only last for 30 minutes.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. Well, what are you waiting for?
I also wish I could do my special attacks so I could speed through that without having to do multiple swings. I could just hold and do my multi-slash.
Security is only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button?
Really? Can't walk over here and push an elevator button? That's too beyond you?
So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
I don't know. Is there a reason that your armor has boob holes to it? Like, you guys know that real regular world armor doesn't have that, right? Armor's not meant to accentuate your figure.
Are you ignoring me?
I will dolphin punch the shit out of you.
Tifa and I.
Honestly, when I first saw this, the way the armor works on him, when I first saw the remake, looking at Cloud, I'll wait till you can get a good close-up of it, but I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. By the way, I love the fact of being able to see these characters in proper graphics nowadays. That is something I have been looking forward to for decades.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer.
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
Knowing what I know about this universe, that's actually an
I'd worry
interesting
less about
idea.
the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Can actually hear the planet screaming, because that means he's a Cetra. We're not getting into that yet, but he has the same power as what Aerith will have, which is pretty much non-negotiable.
Our lives are on the line now.
Honestly, I don't think he
You listening,
does.
Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting.
I mean,
There's some places a sword just can't reach.
think that's pretty impressive. You didn't shoot anywhere near that thing and it just fell over.
Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
Man, I would really feel
more
it
money.
aim better if I didn't have these damn sunglasses on indoors. Okay, when Barrett's on screen, can we just have I wear my sunglasses at night blaring in the background as well? Barrett Wallace. Barrett, I love you, buddy. And one step before it locked me. Barrett specialized in range attacks. No shit, he's got a gun for an arm. Would never have figured. I would have thought he was a melee character. Holding down square releases a sustained burst of automatic fire when equipped with a ranged weapon. Barrett can fire from safe locations and hit enemies that Cloud cannot reach his sword.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me.
Triangle and control Barrett to deliver a heavy hitting attack that fills a large portion of his ATB gauge. Once unleashed, it takes a long time to recharge the attack. Pressing triangle, however, will speed up the process.
See ya! Still? Damn it!
And this is where Cloud's gonna wind up eating all my goddamn potions because I can't make him do anything.
For the real show.
Cloud, go play with yourself in a corner.
That's an order. How'd you like that?
This is where the
Enough. All done.
Cocky little bastard, ain't you?
and now I'm locked to not be able to do that again. All things considered, I really didn't take any damage, but Cloud should not have been fighting at all in that until the little thing showed up. But I couldn't tell him to go screw off because that's not an option. It says I can command him, it just means I can tell him to attack things. Actually, yeah, I don't have any spells yet. Barrett does. Why the hell does Barrett have cure? I don't know what.
Look what we have here.
A laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. I'm guessing
And
you've done this kind of thing before.
we're going to see how long it takes to test my patience with the AI and see how much damage they take from walking straight into this shit.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
A 4-year-old could cross
Just keep
this.
those
This is not
baby blues
dangerous.
of yours on me.
No, I'm not listening to anything you say. Oh, now I can dash. I don't think I need to dash through this shit.
Not too shabby.
Hold on. I think it's the next set.
You're doing good, soldier.
I remember one of these is actually kind of tricksy. That's what got me in the tutorial.
Okay, let's see what's up next.
Let me know if you guys are not hearing some of this audio, because my headset keeps turning itself off. Okay, yeah, this.
Pretty easy, right?
Yep, it is easy. We called this laser tag when I was a kid.
Nice job, Cloud.
Anytime now.
Like a walk in the park, huh?
Something tells me there's an achievement attached to this. No, I haven't bothered looking it up.
Not a scratch. Now, on to the objective. Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
Hey, is it just me, or did we massively design one of the enemies off of this thing? From Ed 209 from RoboCop. Wasn't RoboCop the 80s? I mean, it's a great movie, don't get me wrong, but pretty sure that movie came out about the same year I was born. This was a late 90s. I think this was 99? 98?
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk!
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening.
And when you're done pontificating, I'd love to have that option, please. Hitting enemies with certain attacks or dealing large amounts of damage will temporarily knock them off balance, and pressure will appear underneath their gauge. When this happens, pelt them with spells and abilities quickly to fill their stagger gauge under their life bar. Once it's full, you can stagger them. The gauge fills faster depending on the abilities and magics used. As the foe's vulnerabilities, find the most effective attack to finish it off.
Hey! Stop moving!
Let's pin it down. Give it all you've got.
Enemies who've been staggered are defenseless and take some more damage. Unique abilities. Using unique abilities on a staggered foe will quickly boost your ATB gauge. Boost your ATB gauge quickly so you can unleash more abilities and spells. Okay.
Now's our chance. Go!
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Need a light.
Okay. So, he did have thunder. Because I was like, I'm pretty certain one of us has thunder. Because these things are weak to electricity.
Doesn't go into the 20s.
The hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
I also hear that Sephiroth makes a lot of appearances in this game, despite the fact he has no right to be in this game as early as he does. Sephiroth, one of the main characters that I kind of first think of, in which anime has its obsession with characters with white hair that have no reference to needing to have white hair. If you guys are Naruto fans, think Jiraiya or Kakashi.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
God damn. I can practically taste the Mako in here. Hurry it up.
Trying to actually think of other white-haired characters who are
like a jackhammer.
younger in modern anime.
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
So,
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. I leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck.
Todoroki from My Hero Academia.
Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy.
There actually really isn't a character like that in Dragon Ball I can currently think of. Yeah, I think we're on easy mode because I'm not taking nearly the damage I did beforehand.
Try to keep up. See ya.
Ooh, gotta love it.
No escape.
There we go. I don't like the fact I have to keep picking up shards and stuff too to get my magic back. The old save systems did.
We sink right down to the bottom, to the planet's core.
No,
I don't think they dug that
the pump would
deep.
suck us back up.
How comforting.
Enough.
Now that was something else.
That was nothing.
Like I said, I think the original game save system was one of the few ways of healing outside of the magic meter, which you would get your magic and stuff back, I think, from fighting enemies. So I don't like having to do it this way, but that does make it, going back to my original argument, that does make this more strategic. Actually, no, this isn't even strategy, because it's not strategy if you are just being literally locked in.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
Shut the fuck up, Barrett. I'm trying to talk here. If you're being locked into something, especially if you can't strategize about things you don't know about. If I don't know how many boxes are coming up because it's my first time playing this, and that's what this is, first time playing the remake, I can't strategize about how to use my magic properly. Okay, this boss fight. Let's see if we can do it in minimum time. This is what made me switch over to the easier difficulty in the tutorial. Considering I've been plowing through everything up to this point, let's hope I can do this.
All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds.
Hey,
Go
don't
on.
say that.
Do the honors.
I like that
Prove
song.
to
Nine
me
Inch
you're the
Nails
man
isn't bad.
Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Hey, you think...
Then do the damn job.
I have to have a paycheck. Do you see all the hair gel that goes into this do? Yeah. I joke about that, but he is an anime... He's kind of an anime character. Crawling in my skin. These wounds that will not heal. Fears how I fall. Okay.
What's wrong?
I'm
Ah,
fine.
yes.
What about the timer?
Your call, Merc. Pretty cocky, ain't you?
Either that or we all die. I'm fine with either.
You double-crossing!
Heads up!
What in the hell?
Prepare for a gimmick fight.
Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
Huh. No other option, huh?
Damn it, let me...
Shit!
Should I be worried?
A little bit. Why can't I use magic?
Want some more?
Okay.
Finally. What the fuck, man? every time I pause at the 15-minute mark or so, that's because my headset died and I can't really do anything about that.
You see the damage that did?
Keep it up. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm turning that back off. Barrier ATV thing takes forever to get on, man.
The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Sir, thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
Well,
that didn't work either. Need a light? Bingo! Focus on that core!
Oh, now he remembers. Don't keep me waiting in suspense next time.
okay, we're gonna have to do this.
No escape.
Not doing bad, actually. Now I know how to fight this thing properly. Where the hell to go? Get your butt down here.
Focus and find a way. Still in it.
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute.
Going all out.
Spells, thunder, scorpion tank. I want the thing in stagger mode, and then
Calling fire. You're mine.
okay.
Any last words? Don't just fight. Adapt.
There we go. We're not doing bad on this thing.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
Coming at you hard and fast.
Now, go! No escape.
Not good enough.
Calling fire. Gotta memorize the attack patterns.
Not really.
Going in.
Damn it, Barry.
Let's get this over with.
I'm still not used to the abilities, obviously. I'd be curb checking this thing if I was doing it right, but
Oh, hell! What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Merc.
Bird. Gotta time our attacks just right. Hold out until you...
no, you know, spam magic at it. It's good. Ignore the legs and just go for the body. That's not so significantly easier. I didn't even use my abilities.
Shit, the bomb!
20 minutes until detonation.
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
You did really good on that, actually. I'm proud of that.
Wade should be covering our way out. Go, go, go!
No, we have plenty of time. I'm pretty sure I could walk from one point of this to the other, and I'd still be like 10 minutes under. Even with all the... Yes, but I will speed myself up on the stairwell just in case.
Give me a break.
Now, what I learned the hard way, first time round, is that you can't skip this stuff. You thought running from your enemies was an option because you're on a timer. Oops.
Not bad.
You have to fight these things. And yes, Barrett has long since screwed off. Because, you know, that's hella fun. The foo. Foo. Nope, can't sham. Can't shimmy.
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you?
Let me pass her a minute.
My hero.
Hey! We'll link up over there! Look after Jesse!
Come this way.
Doing pretty good for somebody who
This
had
should lead
a
us
ceiling
straight to
drop
Barrett.
on you.
Probably. I think I see an exit. Come on.
Hold on, I got my priorities first. MP, please. I usually use that all in that fight. No, I actually can't run.
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Lady, we have like 18 minutes. I think we're good.
We're running out of time.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
Now, I might see if I can change the difficulty. I don't know if I can without messing with the game itself. Later, once I get the mechanics down better. But a lot of this is new. As you can see, I've still not adjusted to the
I've got you covered! Find
ability
us the way out
system.
of here!
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time
Nope.
for this shit! The clock's ticking!
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. See ya.
How about you not lock onto the thing across the room, but the one I'm literally swinging at? Game, how about that?
Let's go. The others are waiting. Gotta get the hell out of here ASAP.
I need to speed up the camera.
You got that right.
How do I switch characters?
All right, watch and learn. Shit hurts, don't it? Stop now! Don't stop now! Gonna make your eyeballs pop! Come get some! Suck it!
There.
Is that it?
I want this done in a timely manner. I gotta stop the AI from constantly spamming attacks so I can actually get my magic off. God, this is annoying. Alright, I'll have to look it up tomorrow on how to turn this headset thing from turning itself off. We're not doing that. And constantly pause the game and stuff is what I figured.
We got a whole lot of company.
No shit. See ya.
And there you have it.
Honestly, and my major complaint is why, again, with the turn-based combat system being gone and its real-time strategy, I don't understand why they think they need to do that. I never understood that, personally. Because I'm going to argue...
We're only in its first action. Time to burn. You're done. Enough.
Yeah, most things seem to lose magic. But if you want to argue turn-based combat systems still having a life expectancy in real life in modern day games, I'll point you to one
Out of my way.
particular game franchise. Or to make my point crystal freaking clear.
Here we go.
Please.
Damn ninjas.
This won't take long.
Way out of my damn mode. Okay, thank you.
Right. Calling fire. Let's do this.
Yeah, fuck you.
Going in. I'll end this.
There we go.
Let's do this. This won't take long. Need a light?
There.
No time to celebrate.
Sure there is.
Not too bad. I've used, what, 2 potions so far? Honestly, those guys were just air juggling me so much I couldn't actually get out of my Punisher mode. Oh no, I had way longer than that. See what I meant by like having over 10 minutes?
Sir.
You honestly look like somebody who's a Resident Evil villain. Of course there's an app for that. Why wouldn't there be an app for that? Put down your gun. You have 10 seconds to comply.
Come on.
Let's get out of here, and I'm going to call this even for tonight. And yes, Barrett, I'm pretty certain was based off Mr. T.
Doors open.
Don't know why the timer stopped. We're still in the building, aren't we? It's a reactor. Kind of gonna keep going. That's just gonna destroy the bottom floors when this thing goes.
Can you walk?
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Cloud! Okay, that was pretty cool.
Okay, that look
right,
at his
come on.
left arm there, that little shot. That, for the longest time, threw me, because I honestly thought his arm was artificial. The whole gear he has on it almost makes his hand look like it was cut off around the halfway mark. You got Yang Jialong, for all you Ruby fans out there. Because Adam's a dick, and an abusive boyfriend, and a manipulative asshole. Now, my one worry, because I've seen this game let you rock different swords, I wonder if we're doing the Final Fantasy VIII thing, where your limit breaks are tied to your weapons.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
How about we get out of the
After all
building
that,
and then
it
have this
better
conversation?
Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh.
I don't want to...
Watch out for live wires. They're everywhere.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not really a fan of live wire stuff.
The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that, and soon.
I was going to make a joke that we ruptured a septic tank, but dude, seriously. Did you shite yourself whenever you were running around here?
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
Look here, Choji. Shut the fuck up and keep walking. We're kind of still in the building.
How much farther do we have to go?
Not far.
God, I'm making Naruto references.
That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
The bomb got us into this problem. A bomb can obviously get us out of this problem. That's just science.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
Obviously, I'm going to assume that she had a secondary one just in case the first one failed.
You sure told those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
You mean like cutscenes that won't let you move? Yeah, I wish I could blow them up too.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fires. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of Sector 8...
No. No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah, we always knew this was gonna get messy.
And this is only the beginning.
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without sacrifice. Though you may not be crying out, I know you're in pain, just like the planet. But it's okay, 'cause I'm here for you,
to help take the load off your shoulders. Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your fees. Whatever your problem, I got you.
So, what's our next move, boss?
That's easy enough. We get our asses home.
Part of me just kind of wonders if the shades look and that scar underneath his eye, because I don't remember Barrett having that in the original one. Maybe he did, again, original PlayStation graphics, but I almost wonder if that's kind of a, we're trying to reference Nick Fury kind of thing, with the Marvel Universe being as popular as it is.
We'll split up and shoot for the last train home. Regroup in the freight car. Got it?
Later then.
Hey, I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
Final Fantasy games and games in modern day general just need to stop this. Stop having me walk forward for 5 seconds and then immediately pause my progress to shove me into a cutscene. Just make it a cutscene.
I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing materia.
You can have it, for saving my life.
Just doing my job, nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You
Also,
do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
This remake seems to have a... God damn it. I'm just trying to hit a save station. If he's not tutorializing me for 5 goddamn minutes. Again, I'm only going to learn this. Just because I know this is going to become...
Okay, I was only trying to help. Oh, before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime. Well, see you on the train.
Always is, baby. Always is. Anyways.
I have to get home. Are there any trains going to the slums? The shop tipped over and I went, and I jumped out of the way.
Yeah, God of War had that same problem with the walk a couple of scenes and then stop and then cutscene and then walk a few more paces and stop and then cutscene. Just make a fucking cutscene. You don't really have to spend that much more money if you're gonna already spend the time animating me and stuff. Just take the damn controller away. And I did the tutorial thing because I actually wanted to. I can't swing my sword, by the way. Because at this point, I'm going to need to learn this kind of stuff.
Immediate evacuation is advised.
Where are they?
If you observe any suspicious
Miss Arcade?
please inform the nearest public security
Okay.
officer. You may alternatively contact security headquarters.
Yeah, I'm ignoring the overhead things. Kind of want to see what this town says because, well, spoilers. I kind of want to know more about Sector 7, which is something I know they're going to more of.
Look up! I said look up!
Fuck off and leave me alone. I am exploring.
Right! Not
Follow me,
that way.
Jess.
Right!
Immediate evacuation is
I will shove this broadsword up your ass if you do not stop bugging me.
I'm on top of the rubble! Careful up here. This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those stairs.
No shit, Sherlock. You mean the only place that I can fucking go is the way I gotta go? God, you're so freaking incisive. Fuck this. Anyways, this episode's over, guys. I'm already getting annoyed enough. I hate hand-holding. If you guys like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back doing this pretty soon. And there's a lot of game to sift through. So, thank you guys for your time. And I'll see you all next time on Tro00S Plays. My next episode will be on Nier Automata, Game of the Year edition. Game of the Yorai edition, I'm sorry. Alright, I'll see you all later. Have a good night. Bye-bye.